Imagine a world where you never have to be bored again. Sounds great, right? Every second of your day is filled with hyper-engaging content, personalized just for you, waiting in line. Instant entertainment, commuting, immersive virtual experiences. Even sleep is optimized with dream sculpting technology. This is the future our story is set in. A future that has completely engineered boredom out of existence. For most people, it's paradise. But for one man, Kai, it felt like a prison. He saw what everyone else was missing. The constant stream of stimulation wasn't a gift. It was a thief. It stole moments of quiet reflection, the space needed for a new idea to form, the simple, profound peace of just being. While society buzzed with endless noise, Kai noticed something alarming. People were losing the ability to think, truly think. They could react, consume, and follow, but they couldn't create, strategize, or solve complex problems. Their minds, once vast landscapes, had become narrow pathways guided by algorithms. So, Kai made a radical choice. He disconnected. He sought out the one thing his world was designed to eliminate: boredom. It was agonizing at first. His mind screamed for the familiar rush of digital dopamine. He'd sit in a plain, white room, staring at a wall, his brain twitching, desperate for a notification, a video, anything. He felt an emptiness so profound it was almost a physical pain. This was the great silence, as he called it. But slowly, something began to change. As he endured the silence, his mind, no longer fed a diet of digital junk food, started to nourish itself. He learned to focus on a single thought for hours. He rediscovered the joy of letting his imagination wander without a destination. He would fill notebooks with intricate designs, complex equations, and stories that blossomed from the quiet soil of his mind. He was training a mental muscle that the rest of humanity had allowed to atrophy, the muscle of deep thought. Years passed. While the world outside grew more chaotic, more dependent on the systems that fed it, constant stimulation, a series of unforeseen global crises began to emerge. The automated systems, brilliant at optimization, were failing at adaptation. They couldn't handle true novelty. Society was facing problems no algorithm could solve. Leaders were panicking. They could only follow prompts, but there were no prompts for this. They needed a strategist, an innovator, a mind that could see the whole board, not just the next move. That's when they found Kai. He was a relic, an anomaly. They brought him into their sterile command centers. He was unlike anyone they'd ever met. He was calm. He was patient. He listened, not just to what was said, but to the silence in between. He could hold dozens of conflicting variables in his head, see patterns invisible to others, and chart a course through uncertainty. The skills he had cultivated in his self-imposed exile, focus, patience, and creativity, had become the most valuable resources on the planet. He wasn't just a man, he was the only one left who knew how to truly think. The story of Kai isn't just a sci-fi tale. It's a reflection of our own world. We're increasingly living in that future, where every spare moment is filled. We check our phones in elevators, listen to podcasts while we walk, and scroll through feeds before we sleep. We're terrified of being alone with our own thoughts. Kai's journey teaches us a powerful lesson. Boredom isn't a void to be filled. It's a space to be explored. The ability to sit with it, to endure the initial discomfort, is not a weakness. It's a superpower. It's where creativity is born, where resilience is forged, and where we find the clarity to solve our most complex problems. In a world that's getting louder and faster, the real competitive advantage might just be the ability to be quiet. So, the next time you have a spare 5 minutes, try something radical. Do nothing. Put the phone away. Just sit and let your mind wander. It might feel uncomfortable, but you might also be surprised by what you find in the silence. I appreciate your viewership in advance. If this idea resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content that makes you think. Always remember, the surge begins within. Carry it forward.